All right, next step, we're gonna install our flywheel. So we have to put this blower shroud or the blower fan onto the flywheel itself that we took off. So that should just sit into place. We use 2 screws again with these little built-in spacers so it doesn't crush that plastic. We'll thread those in. Again, this is going to provide our cooling for our engine, since it's an air-cooled engine. Put those in place. All right, we could rotate our crankshaft up. So remember, this little keyway has to be in place to slide on. You can put this on first and then slide your flywheel on, but I kind of like to do it second. I think it's a little bit easier. And we can put that in place, line up the 2 kind of grooves, and then simply just slide that keyway right into place. Right, we can even check that to make sure that does engage. We have this collar and then our nut. This collar is what's the pull cord, or that recoil is what's going to grab onto. That's going to go into place next, followed by our nut. All right, so this is a larger nut that's going to be on here. It's actually 15/16 for our size. And so I don't have a smaller socket wrench, but I got a 3/4 inch dry, which will work for this purpose. I just want to put enough tension that isn't going to move, kind of lock that into place. All right, next we're going to put on our magneto. So it's going to say on these words, this side out, this other side's going to say cylinder side. So cylinder side's going to go to the cylinder side. And we also have our wire, which is just the kill switch to ground it out to stop the flow of electricity and to stop the engine. We're going to put this into place next. We're going to utilize these 2 small screws. To reinstall our magneto. Remember, we don't want to tighten this all the way just yet. We just want it to kind of get snug on there. Due to the fact that we want to gap this, right? So there's a special gap, or a specific gap. So we actually want to line up the magnetic side of this, right? Get it onto those magnets. I need to actually bring this out a little bit more. This should slide up and out. All right, so the specific gap is going to be 10 thousandths clearance. So we got to find the feeler gauge for 10 thousandths, which will be 0.010. Some of you guys could see that on this feeler gauge, but for 10 thousandths, we're going to put the feeler gauge in between. We could do one leg at a time. So we'll set this first leg at 10 thousandths. Tighten that up. All right, kind of bring this one out and kind of rock it back a little bit. And then do the same thing on this side. Clamp that down. Make sure it's tight so they don't move. We could just again double check this, spinning it, making sure that we have that proper clearance, there's nothing hitting, and then now our magneto is properly gapped.